Hi again, everybody. Welcome to the Sabres Chronicles. This is a video on the channel that talks about this day in history. So we're going to look at a very significant day in Buffalo Sabres history, I might add, guys. And where were you if you were born on March the 19th, 1981? What happened that day? Here it is. And the Sabres improved to 35, 17, and 19. Back in the days when the third column was, real, and the left column and the left column wasn't as fake. We're 35, 17, and 19. And the Maple Leafs fell to 25, 35, and 12 as the Sabres hammered them 14-4. Let's look at that box score, folks. And yep, there's going to be a mouthful here. So first period, John Van Boxmeer, unassisted, gets his 16th at 6:25. End of one. We go into the second, 4:27. Gilbert Perreault is 14th, unassisted. 2-0 Sabres. Derek Smith from Tony McKegney and Jim Schoenfeld at 8:46. Makes it 3-0. And about halfway through the period, we score a third of the period. Rick Sealing is 25th. From Craig Ramsay and Andre Savard. And here comes Gilbert Perreault again, folks, at 11:12, his 15th, which appears again to be unassisted. 5-0 Sabres. And now the Leafs get back into it. Daryl Sittler from Wolf Paymo, who was, folks, just for the record, number 99 before Wayne Gretzky was. There's a fact for you, some might not know. So Daryl Sittler from Wolf Paymo, and it's 5-1. Then Terry Martin scores from Wolf Paymo and Ian Turnbull. They make it 5-2. Craig Ramsay at 13:24 makes it 6-2 from Sealing and Savard. Sittler again makes it 6-3. They keep it within striking distance, I guess you could say, from Borje Salming, Ian Turnbull on the power play. And there you see it, guys, how it closes out now. Sabres make it 7-3. Let me see if I got that. Oh my God, what a rout, eh? Yeah, 7-3 from McKegney and Sealing. Andre Savard scores his 25th. Sabres make it 8-3 from Perreault, getting his hat trick in that period. And the assists go to Van Boxmeer and Larry Playfair. And then the Sabres, good Lord, look at the time periods too on those goals. That's the crazy thing, you know. They make it 9-3 from Danny Gare and Derek Smith. Danny Gare scores from Derek Smith and Lindy Ruff. And the Sabres are 13 seconds left, and that's significant because I'm going to talk about that in a sec. With 13 seconds left in the period, from Andre Savard scores from Rick Sealing and Bill Height. So the Sabres have a 10-3 lead going into the third. Rod Settlebauer makes it 10-4, and that would be the last time Toronto scores in the game. They score in the power play. Ian Turnbull with Paymo gets another assist. Now the Sabres close out the game in the final 10 minutes. On the power play, the Sabres score Derek Smith from Danny Gare, John Van Boxmeer, 11-4. And then at 11:23, Danny Gare scores to make it 12-4, his 40th from Van Boxmeer and Tony McKegney. And Gilles Hamel gets his 9th. My goodness, Hamel was on this team. I didn't even realize that till I forgot about Gilles Hamel. Makes it 13-4 from Andre Savard and Larry Playfair. And the Sabres round out the scoring 14-4 at 18:49 of the third. Andre Savard from Playfair and Perreault to round out the game. I'm not even going to attempt to tell you who and got how many points. I should have clipped it out, but that's not the reason. I want you to look back at the second period here and the way we closed it out in the last 4 minutes, basically 4 minutes and 10 seconds, the Sabres score 4 times. But specifically the one with 13 seconds left. Okay, now I'm going to show you another clip, guys. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna show you another clip now. I'm gonna continue. Here we go. And folks, there it is. Team records, most goals, one team, one period. The Sabres, from that performance that I just read off, that 9-goal performance in the second period is still to this day an NHL record. No team has ever. You see 9 other teams, including the Sabres of 75, had an 8-goal period. But nobody has ever had a 9-goal period in NHL history but what you just seen there in that box score. So it's something to talk about, something to look back on. I thought I'd throw that out there today. And one of you did ask me, Wayne, can you do a thing on this segment about the Maple Leafs when we beat them 14-4? Sorry, I give you the shout out. I can't remember who it was. There it is. You know, that was, I told you I'd do it on the day, if you recall. And so today's the anniversary, guys. It's the 42nd anniversary of that moment that went down in history as the greatest offensive period any team, including the Edmonton Oilers, the Montreal Canadiens, never got 9 goals in a period. All their great teams, which is weird to think, eh? But this is how explosive the Sabres were in the 70s and even the early 80s, folks. They really were. I mean, this was a great, great team that we had at the time, and we're trying to build another one right now. So, again, guys, no birthdays to report. That's it. I'll just leave it there, and short and sweet as possible. I know this was a mouthful. This was a lot of goals, but it's something Sabres fans should know, especially the fact it's an NHL record that we still hold to this day, you know. It's important. These are, for me, guys, the important things about our history that shouldn't be forgotten. Aren't just the good. There might be things I bring up on here that weren't something we want to remember. You know, it could be, I won't avoid showing maybe the worst loss in Sabres history on this one day, on this segment, just because we need to know, we need to be aware, things like that, I believe. You know, these are our heroes of the past. So, all right, folks, you have a good one, and I'll see you guys later on tonight. Till then.